What's up, y'all? I'm Sheila J, and welcome to the Diva Dish. This episode is all about Project Runway. We're at season 19, episode 5. The theme is one of a kind, ready to wear. The name of the game is Go for the Gold Sequin.
Gold, drip in gold.
But y'all, it all started so well. Everybody's hugging. Aaron is so excited because Tara and Johnny are the special guest. We're doing each other's hair until Tara says those faded words. This is a team challenge.
Okay, now can I drink?
Yeah, girl, power up.
The shade that I thought was over.
When you put it all together, this is a cartoon version of what a figure skater would wear for a performance.
So I'm ready to bricks. This challenge.
Let's get into it. All right, so let's do a little recap. So we've got our winners. We got Bones, Page, Chastity, and Chantal. Then our homers, we got Casey, Meg, Kenneth, and Darren. And then there were 12. Let's get into it. Okay, so the designers get to the studio and they go to the runway and they are greeted by our special guest, Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir. They are Olympic ice skating royalty. I've seen a documentary he did. He was in Russia, I believe. Awesome. I think Billie Jean King was in it too. I'll put a link to it down below, but it was so good. Okay, so yeah, so they're there. Aaron is so happy. So happy. He knows all the the lore, the Nancy Kerrigan, what song, where, child, he is into it. Okay, so the challenge, 1 day challenge, 30 minutes to sketch, 45 minutes to shop at Mood with a $1,200 budget. New models, these are very tiny people. Like as soon as the pairing begins, like Anna and Bones, hugs, Katie and Octavio, Uncle Fester, and Rainbow Bright. But even with Anna and Bones, huggy, Anna was not playing with Bones, okay?
It is important to have a team leader in each challenge. If I am the leader, we have a better chance to win.
But he was receptive, which was a good thing for him. Moving on. Another testy duo, child, of course, my baby, Page, but child. He was like, Sabrina was on the bottom last week. I am not trying to go home because of somebody else. The shade ensues as soon as we hit those Mood doors, child. Page and Sabrina.
It's prettier with this.
What up?
He is not happy. He was like, the sketch that Sabrina was doing is not it. But here's the thing. You said you weren't a menswear designer. So, I guess you can comment because it is a collaboration. But it's just so obvious that you just do not have confidence in her. And it's not going to be pretty. Child, Anna was like, this would really go better if I was in charge. He's not very strong at pattern making, but he's a fast learner, so. Moving on. Octavio and Katie are like oil and water.
I feel like Katie's been struggling a little bit in this competition. What she does is not high fashion, and I feel like this whole competition, they're looking for a high fashion look.
Katie's not feeling confident. Octavio's not feeling confident in her, and is very obvious. So now you want to talk about some zen? When Anna saw that, okay, so we're in the workroom. Anna and Bones, even though they had, so Bones, I don't know if the fabric was left at Mood or Bones actually cut it up, but they had some white silk wool or wool silk that was just gone. So they had to amend their patterns, and you could tell Anna was like 10, 9, 8, okay? But they worked it out because she's a hell of a designer. She really is. Bones, you are too, but Anna seems to be on another level. So he starts off with coral, he was like, I love your macrame. I think it's so signature and so dope. So, she's making Johnny's look. He was loving the jacket. I did too. It was very nice. She's going to do these huge, because he's dramatic, baby. He's going to do these huge, shoulder pads on him, and yeah, it's going to be amazing. So he was like, what about you, Drake Mama? It's called, talking about Christina with her square neckline, child. It's like, please, I know you like the big flowy, but this does not need to be that. This is a tiny girl. She wears tiny things.
Work on proportion.
I will do that.
Because
That's
that
right.
already is looking dowdy and no. Okay, have fun.
Moving on. He's doing his rounds, his first looks, and but they've been working a while. They've cut, they're moving because it's a one-day challenge, no time to waste. So he goes up to Coral and Christina, and he was like, it's very cold, and it was cute though. I was afraid they were going to go literal with this, and it kind of looks like everybody kind of is, maybe except for Anna and Bones. Everybody's looking very like a dressy up. If I had to convert a ice skating costume to an actual outfit, is what it looks like. And it's like, no, they're not skating anymore. So he goes then over to Aaron. Y'all, he's so happy. And Chantal. He's like, what's going on over here? It looks cool. So he's doing him some leather pants, leather jacket. He's living his best life, designing for an idol. He said he had dolls, went to go see him. Then he goes to Chantal. Chantal.
A wrap, it's a cutout, it's halter, it's mini, it's sexy. I think you should narrow it down.
He asked Chantal, have you ever been ice skating? And you could feel Aaron's energy rising, like, please ask me. And she was like, no. Soon as he pivots over, have you?
Rollerblades, pantyhose covered in rhinestone, 1994.
Oh my God, this is it.
Oh, living my best life.
Love it. Moving on. All right, so it's time for the models. So all the models come in. We've got new models because, like I said, these are very little people. So they've got the new models. Everybody's meeting. Ha, ha, ha. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Try on, try on. All right, Christian's going in for second looks. He gets around to Christina and Coral. And he brings up my concern.
You know she's not actually getting on the rink, right?
They're just talking about the skating. Do you know? Then he gets around to Octavio and Katie. You can tell that there are two totally different things going on.
You guys are gonna have to chit chat because you're going in a totally different world than this is.
It's not looking good. And it's like Octavio is probably surrendered to what Katie is doing. He sways her when he can, but he is clearly focusing on his own thing. And Katie is kind of floundering. I wish them well. Moving on. Child, then we get down to Prajay and Sabrina. Sabrina, girl. Girl, it was not a good day. Pumpkin, I'm so sorry. Because you seem so sweet.
Seeing this, I'm preparing my exit. There's not a clear vision of where this jacket is going after like 8 hours of work.
Then he floats on over to Chastity. I love an embellished look. So what Chastity does to me is not excessive as far as her beating. But Christian clearly thought it pertinent to bring up his aversion to all the beating.
When is there ever too much beating?
To bead or not to bead?
I think
that is the question.
To bead.
Moving on. Then he goes over to Chantal and Aaron. Aaron, he's good with his part, but Chantal in this tuxedo halter dress is a mess.
Why does it have to be like lapels though?
A mess. Moving on. So then he comes around to Prajay and Sabrina. Oh my goodness. It's not good. Her outfit not going well. The critique from Christian.
Does anybody see Aladdin?
Prajay having no sympathy, no love. He is basically standing there with his model, throwing so much shade at her.
Spent all day dressing one jacket and I made a whole dress with drapes and bows.
So much. So she starts crying because she says she doesn't feel well. And again, she has the arthritis. But again, like I said earlier, you got like whose struggle is strongest. He was like, I understand you hurt, but we all hurt. We all tired. We're all ready to go. We all want to go home. We tired. But we can't. This is a competition. Push through pretty much, sis. Was it insensitive? Yes. But was it true to Prajay? Yes. Moving on. So it goes back to Aaron and Chantal. Aaron was there to save the day. He was like, baby, I'm not going to let you have my loved ones up here looking a mess. He gives her some edits. She is receptive. Saves the look.
I feel like it's very Tara Lipinski.
I like this.
I mean, it still looked very dancey. to me, but it was better. Moving on.
Amazing.
So it goes back over to Octavio and Katie. They're just standing there staring at their models. Neither one of them is happy with the other. Each one of them thinks their look is ridiculous. I don't know, but Katie might like his look. I think it's ridiculous. But I mean, ridiculous. Moving on. So he goes back around to Chastity and Zayden. And he gives Chastity the same edit. He was like, girl, she is not going to be on the ice. Okay? They wear like designers. Stop. So yeah, so it gets down to the wire. There are only like a couple hours left, and Sabrina is feeling the heat. So she's sitting there trying to draft a new pattern for another jacket or a sleeve or something. It's just not good. You know, it's not going well for her with her work. And she doesn't feel good. You know, I just felt for her really, because I'm sure she's just like, this is a nightmare. And Project has no love, 0 fucks, none, not one. It was just like, basically suck it up, buttercup. But yeah, even though he had no love in the moment, they did hug it out at the end on the way home. So nobody went home mad, at least on the outside. Moving on. All right, so it's the next morning. Everybody's getting ready to go to the runway. It's runway day. The designers have a couple hours before their models come in. Then they dress them, go to the accessory wall. People, you know, dipping and grabbing, and Christian's like, finish your work. But yeah, so everybody's getting in, fitting in. Then they go to the Tresemme hair design studio, get their hair and makeup done, and Showtime. I loved Bones and Anna. They were so like TV husband and wife. He was such a good partner. Let her take the lead. It's cool. He snapped at him one time, but I love it. Moving on. He creeps up on Sabrina, who's at the accessory wall, but she's not completed her look. And Christian's like, you got so much shit to do. You don't need to be sitting here like you're choosing diamonds, sweetie. You need to go work. Moving on.
You have a waistband and a hem and a jacket and you don't need a chain.
All right, so everybody's at the Maybelline studio, the Tresemme hair salon, and they're styling their models, and it's showtime. So yeah, Sabrina's had it hard this episode. She wasn't feeling well at the top of the episode. She was stretching, doing yoga. Then we find out it's a team challenge which adds pressure, especially if you're feeling bad. You know, you don't have the luxury of being by yourself, working at your own pace. You have to take on somebody else's personality and ideas and suggestions and all these things. And when your partner is not very supportive, you know, that can be even more pressure, just a lot for her. And I believe that her outfit is going to suffer because of that. That is showtime. All right, so the guest judges are Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir. Then, of course, we have Brandon Maxwell, Nina Garcia, and Elaine. So please, if you want to see all the looks, go to the end of the video. They are there. We'll go over our safes, our tops, and our bottoms. So in our safe crew, we got Coral, Chastity, Zayden, and Christina. Tops and bottoms. Our tops are Bones, Anna, Chantal, and Erin. Our bottoms are Sabrina and Project, Octavio, and Katie. So basically, the winner was Bones and Anna. Loved their look. I thought it was beautiful, whimsical, perfect for them. They will be wearing them on the Olympics, NBC, whatever. You know, they loved Chantal and Erin's. You can tell it broke his heart a little bit, y'all. But Chantal's look, even though with Erin's help, missed the mark, but it wasn't terrible. Okay, so to our bottoms. So the losing team was Project and Sabrina was the loser. And it was really sad because she was really sweet girl. But yeah, Katie, count your lucky stars. Basically, they told Octavio and Prajay, you could have been better partners, and they could have. So yeah, that was about it. It was a great episode. Lots of shade, but so well handled. Still positive. Looks like nobody left with hard feelings. And I love that. Yeah, so again, if you are new to my channel, welcome. So glad to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back. Leave me a like or not. Either way, I appreciate your time. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.